Good morning. My name is Dunya Hussain and my student ID is 2013844510. For the INDD341 module, the chosen project is Design of a Reusable Straw. This is part 1 of the submission. To begin with, here is a list of the key outcomes for this project. First, a reusable straw must be produced to resolve the major issues users face when using plastic straw alternatives. Next, in relation to producing a suitable straw alternative, it is important to take into consideration the effect single-use straws have on the environment. Thus, it is important to design something that will not be disposed of as often as plastic straws. Following this, it is at top priority to design a reusable straw that will promote the use of reusable straws and simultaneously reduce the harmful effects on the environment and its inhabitants. Lastly, motivate users to think differently regarding reusable items and replace single-use plastic items they use in their day-to-day lives. To go over the project and give context, I will give a brief background on the topic. It is known that single-use plastics are used frequently in the form of food containers, utensils, straws, carrier bags, etc. For this reason, many governments and committees have begun implementing bans and require food chains to give out alternatives like paper straws to reduce the harmful effects plastics have. It was found that in 2021 there were nearly 7.5 million single-use plastic items found around the US shorelines in a span of 5 years. With this data, it is predicted that the number will double, which can only mean that food chains will be disrupted and affect the marine life and human health, because plastics do not disappear. They break down into microplastics. The aim of this project is to produce a design of a reusable straw that meets users' needs, whether they are able-bodied or disabled, and should have a positive impact on the environment, and shift the ideation of individuals that it is not undoable. Next, the objectives of this project are to produce sufficient and relevant information regarding reusable straws and analyze the market well to generate a product design specifications list. Following this, multiple concepts are generated and further developed to meet the aim and users' needs. Lastly, provide the key documentation for the product to move into manufacturing, such as technical drawings, 3D models, etc. During the phase of generating concepts, there were many processes that were required to reach to a suitable end product. First is the house of quality, where technical and user requirements were listed and compared against one another. Next was the mind mapping, which was at the initial stages of the concept generation, and from this, a morphological matrix analysis was conducted. Following that, 3 concepts were produced. Upon producing the 3 concepts, an evaluation of concepts was made by comparing them against the PDS. And according to that, further developments were made, such as the folding mechanism of the straw, which would in turn aid in the portability of the product, and according to which the developed product met the aim was selected for the end product. Another development was the finishing for the entry and exit points of the straw, where 2 developments were made. One of them was selected for the final product, since it provides safety for the users when drinking their beverage. Lastly, as you can see on the bottom right is the final concept that shows the design of the straw, how it looks like when it is ready for use and when it is folded to become compact for portability purposes. Also, the storage container is represented, where the straw will be contained when not in use. For the project details, the material selection was conducted through Granta EduPack, and various charts were expressed, such as Young's modulus against fracture toughness, fracture strength against Vickers hardness, fatigue strength against Vickers hardness, fracture toughness against Vickers hardness, fracture toughness against yield strength, and lastly, price against recycle. It was found that the most suited attachment method was compression molding, where the material is fed into a mold cavity. This mold cavity is closed with top, plug, and compressed with large hydraulic presses so that the material flows to all areas of the mold. It is then cured. Silicone is the chosen material because of its main properties and low thermal conductivity when compared to other materials. As you can see, the project outcomes are as follows. The 3-dimensional model was produced with the aid of cryoparametric, where some visualization of the product is shown before the product was made. Next are the images taken of the final product in its portable storage container with a text that says straws can kill too, and reusable straw is written at the bottom. The reason for this phrase, straws can kill too, is because it is a means of reminding the user to be cautious when using their straws and think before disposing them if they had the chance to. The reusable straw is shown in its relaxed and compressed form to describe how it looks like when it is ready for use and when it is going to be put away. This is part 2 of the submission, where I will demonstrate the prototype. As you can see, this is the demonstration for the use of a reusable straw. As you can see, the coffee is being poured into the glass. And now I will show the reusable packaging. Here you can see the cigarette-like box, where when you open it, the straw is placed inside in a foldable manner and it is taken out smoothly and easily. This is how it looks like extended and folded to show the flexibility. And now it is used to stir the coffee within the cup and is showing that it is workable.